because of how much was coming in, rather than asking a specific question, I just would like to just share with you what came in and have you answer it in whatever way that you are feeling called to answer the question. When we're talking about the creational codex and resurrection and old systems dying off and illuminating for the new to come in, I was going to further expand on how the 0 point, or the 0 point and its relationship to one stepping further into their blueprint. But then immediately it brought forth the specific aspect of the mirrored reality. When we can read our reality and our triggers, etc., the more grace and ease one can find themselves moving into that blueprint. What comes through in that?
So there are infinite expressions of the 0 point, and every being uniquely accesses the 0 point through whatever creational construct they're choosing to be the witnessing presence through and as. So as an earth incarnate here, in each moment, we'll say, of the greater and greater and greater embodiment of our highest source self, right? Of our oversoul complex, of our monadic template, if you will, crystallized and embodied as a unified field of physical, mental, emotional, and spirit body complex here, right? The more and more and more we melt away all the layers and levels of the programs and imprints that we've chosen to uniquely curate through our blueprint and experience here, accumulating the density and the polarity through all different experiences and getting to a point in our blueprint, should one choose, if that is in fact part of their blueprint, right? And then recognizing these from a higher vantage point as the witnessing presence to whatever degree one can. And in each degree of that, right, in each stage of the experience of peeling away the layers of the onion, so to speak, or transmuting the quantum entanglement of the lower frequencies to bring back the fractals of self as source into a greater bandwidth of wholeness within, right? The resurrection of our I am presence embodied, the resurrection of our crystalline template embodied. The more in each and every step of the way, if you will, our vantage point and our connection to, and as the 0 point shifts and reconfigures with this evolution of consciousness, with the greater embodiment of our oversoul, as source, as I am presence, right? Heaven on earth, all the different ways in which it could be described in this now moment. So the 0 point access is unique to each individuation based upon their blueprint as the earth incarnate, and also unique to their blueprint as the unique individuation of eternal creational energy in which they are. And the more and more we move through the layers of this game of coming in as within a dualistic system, as seen and known as separate from the all that is, the everything and the no thing, right? To accumulate all different layers and levels of expansion through this bi-wave codex and duality and polarity, to then come to a place of desiring to begin to peel away the entanglements, transmute the traumas and the emotions, et cetera, becoming more and more and more and more whole again, if you will, here, right? So everybody's 0 point access is unique to them and is ever evolving and shifting its vantage point and connection through our evolution, through our experience here. One might say then, how is it referred to as the everything and the no thing? If that suggests that access of the 0 point gives us accessibility to the everything that has ever been created and the no thing that has ever been created, which, to make things more interesting, are all one. And that's to say, once again, bringing it into the context of to what degree of direct bandwidth is held throughout our unique individuation of the 0 point access that could be considered the 0 point access of the all that is, the 0 point access from the vantage point of the consciousness domain known as the prime source creator of all creation, that is hosting and facilitating the infinite streams of sparks of individualized creational energy. So even in the question being asked itself, the person who asked the question has now shifted in their access and their vantage point and their participation to what is uniquely known as their 0 point within.